Pop culture portrays the giant anaconda as a born monster, a leviathan that rules the river from day one. But down here in the Amazon, there is no such thing as an easy reign. This river system and the dense, unforgiving jungle around it form a ruthless, active antagonist that tests every creature that enters it. Your entry into this world is abrupt. You slip into the humid air, born live straight from your mother's body, and the moment you hit the mud, you are entirely on your own. For an adult anaconda, leaving her young behind is an afterthought. To her, there is no distinction between giving birth and digesting her last meal. She pushes you out, and she leaves. At this moment, you are only a couple of feet long. You and your siblings immediately scatter in all directions because everything in this environment views you as an easy snack. Jaguars patrol the banks, massive wading birds scan the shallows, and hungry caimans wait just below the surface. There is no maternal protection here, and there is no learning curve. You survive entirely on hardwired instinct. Your brain floods with one immediate command: get into the water and disappear. The Amazon does not care about your genetic potential to become a 20-foot predator. It operates as a strict mechanical filter. You either adapt to the immediate threats within your first few seconds of life, or you are consumed to fuel the survival of another species. The true story of the anaconda is one of extreme vulnerability. Earning the title of river monster means first surviving an environment designed to kill you before you even learn how to hunt. To make it through those fragile early months, you retreat into the murky currents and dense underbrush. Mere survival shifts into active, calculated concealment. Look closely at the skin. Those mixes of green and brown ovals are highly evolved biological tools. The pattern mathematically disrupts your visual silhouette, matching the chaotic geometry of the jungle floor in the riverbed. You blend into the mud and the leaves. This camouflage pairs with your anatomy. Your eyes and nostrils are positioned uniquely high on your skull. This allows your entire body to remain submerged and invisible, with only millimeters of your head breaking the surface to monitor the air and water for movement. You freeze, letting the current carry you. A small fish wanders close. Your senses lock on, and with high-velocity kinetic speed, your jaws clamp down. You secure your very first kill. That small fish is a minor victory, but it triggers a biological mandate, energetic necessity. Out here, rapid, massive physical growth is the only way to climb out of the prey category. Every calorie you consume must be converted directly into muscle and length. This invisibility provides the mechanical foundation required to scale the food chain without being consumed first. As the months roll by, you cross the threshold into the juvenile phase. Your body packs on significant girth, your muscle fibers thicken, and your strike distance expands alongside your new physical mass. Small frogs and fish can no longer sustain your caloric needs. You must take on massive, dangerous prey. Your targets shift to wild pigs, capybaras, the largest rodents on Earth, and even juvenile caimans basking on the riverbank. The adult hunt is an exercise in efficiency. You wait in absolute, perfectly still patience for hours, sometimes days. When a target steps to the water's edge, you strike. Within a fraction of a second, hundreds of pounds of muscle wrap around the prey, squeezing with overwhelming, suffocating constriction. At over 15 feet long and still growing, you claim apex status. You navigate the rivers and fallen logs until you find a secluded stretch of water hidden beneath the canopy. You mark it with your scent. This territory belongs to you. With survival secured, the biological drive shifts toward passing on your genes. You track the scent of a potential mate, leading to a slow, mesmerizing, spiraling dance in the cool water. Months later, a female will seek out a quiet bank and give birth to 20 to 40 live babies. The cycle resets with ruthless irony. The mother abandons them instantly, as the jungle will eliminate the vast majority of her offspring before they see their first year. By successfully reproducing and dominating massive targets, the adult anaconda proves it has conquered the jungle's physical filters. It has outgrown its predators and crushed its competition. But reaching absolute dominance introduces the final antagonist. You have outgrown the jaguars and the caimans, but you cannot outmaneuver time. A lifetime of explosive hunts takes a heavy toll. The internal wear and tear compounds over the years. The youthful energy that once fueled your lightning-fast strikes gradually drains away. This chart shows the biological paradox of the apex predator. As the snake's body mass continuously increases to maintain dominance, its available kinetic energy, the raw speed needed to hunt, steadily declines. The immense muscular mass built to rule the river eventually becomes a heavy, exhausting liability. One day, as you stalk a young deer at the water's edge, your muscles coil as they always have. But as you lunge, your body does not move fast enough. The deer senses the sluggish strike and bolts. You miss. It is a deep, unrecoverable exhaustion settling into your bones. Hollywood likes to imagine that giant monsters die in glorious, earth-shaking battles. The reality is far quieter. Massive apex predators rarely fall in combat. They simply grow too slow to catch their food and too tired to sustain their own weight. The life of the giant anaconda is a violent flash of survival against nearly impossible odds. You beat the predators, you beat the current, and you claimed the river. But eventually, the jungle reclaimed